Good morning, class 11th. We are on our lecture 2 from our chapter. What is our chapter's name? That is Plant Kingdom, our chapter number 4. Right. So I'm going to start our group that is called Thallophyta with you. And in the Thallophyta, you know that we have placed 3 algae. We have placed the algae group, and today we will talk about this green algae. And green algae, it is also comes under the group that is the Chlorophyta. So Chlorophyta is also known as the green algae. Chlorophyta, right? Phyta is the algae, and chloro because this has the main pigment that is chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. They are the dominant pigments. That is the reason this algae is green in color. The other pigments, that is the carotene and xanthophyll, also are present, but the main pigment is chlorophyll. They show this algae, this green algae is very wide in its different forms and the shapes. One request I will do all of with all of you, that from this chapter, not the direct questions are going to be asked. The questions, they will be on the characteristics. The questions will be from the examples. So you have to be very specific, very particular when you are reading this chapter. Okay, so this green algae, it looks green because of its predominant pigment, that is the chlorophyll A. Now I told you one single line that it has a wide variety. It has different forms as well as the shapes. Let's now talk about the examples. If those members which are unicellular and motile, the example is very famous, very common example, that is Chlamydomonas. This is unicellular and it is motile. Unicellular non-motile, chlorella. These all are green algae examples. Filamentous and unbranched. Filamentous तो है but unbranched है, that is Ulothrix and Spirogyra. Filamentous and branched, that is Cladophora. Colonial, which present in the colonies, that is the volvox. It means volvox is one member of green algae which is present in colonies. Umbrella shaped, Acetabularia. Please, today only make this in or write them on your paper and paste it in front of your study table. Please do that for me, so that these examples, that should be known to you, that these are the examples of green alga. Motile, unicellular, that is the Chlamydomonas. Unicellular non-motile, that is chlorella. Filamentous है but unbranched है, Ulothrix and Spirogyra. फिलामेंटस एंड ब्रांच दोनों है, दैट इज द क्लैडोफोरा. एंड वॉल्वॉक्स तो कॉलोनीज में ही रहना पसंद करता है. अम्ब्रेला शेप जिसका स्ट्रक्चर है, दैट इज द एसिटाबुलेरिया. Okay, so now let's talk about the general characteristics of these green algae. It has two layered cell wall. Very special character of this algae. Cell wall is of two layers. Inner layer is made up of your cellulose material and outer layer is made up of pactate. Right, it is also written as pactose. Also it is made up of pactate. So two cell walls, two layers, not two cell wall, two layered cell wall, inner layer and outer layer. Inner layer is cellulose, pactate is your outer layer. Right, so one question is ready here, second question is ready from here. Right, so third question is ready from here. So in this way, every single line itself is a question in this lecture. The reserve food material which is found in this green algae is starch, and one more which is found very commonly is pyrenoids. Pyrenoids, these bodies, they are very exclusive, very characteristic feature of these green algae. And this pyrenoids is embedded का मतलब समझते हो ना कि क्लोरोप्लास्ट के अंदर प्रेजेंट है, embedded in chloroplast. and how does it look like? जो इसका internal part होता है, internal core जिसको बोलते हैं, let me make it with black only. Internal core, it is made up of protein, and outer part it looks like a flower. It looks like a flower and it is known as starch granules, right? This makes whole, that is your pyrenoid, and it is present in the embedded in the chloroplast. So reserve food material is another question is ready for you. Reserve food material in green algae, starch and the pyrenoids. Flagella, because we said, see, Chlamydomonas, we said that it is motile है तो move करने के लिए तो flagella तो चाहिए ही. So flagella is present if the members are motile. So very confidently you can say that Chlamydomonas, it is motile. So it means it is having flagella. तो अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं chlorella is non-motile. It will not have flagella. If the flagella is present, अगर तो flagella इनके पास है तो number can be, it can have 1 or 2. But sometimes few member they have 4. Flagella can be 4 in the number. But usually many of the motile members, they have 1 or 2 flagella. That is the common one. Where will you find this green algae? Usually actually this green algae is found in fresh water, ponds, moist and damp places. There you will find this green algae. But definitely few members of the green algae, they are parasitic in nature. It means they live on others. That is, in the tea plant you can find them, in the pepper plant you can find them. And one more new feature for you, that they are epizoic. Epizoic means parasitic आपको पता है कि they need other body, they need host. Epizoic means they grow on the body of other animals, like shells of some animals, or they grow on sloth bear and the sponges. So these kind of feature is known as epizoic. When the algae grows on the body of other animals, that is called epizoic feature. Zoochlorella, that is for your NEET preparation, please mark it differently. Zoochlorella, it is a epizoic green alga which grows on the body of other animals. So epizoic feature is clear to all of you, that those alga, when they grow on the body of other animals, if they are parasitic, they can be found on tea plant, they can be found on the pepper plant. Main example of this chlorophyta group is Chlamydomonas. When you are when you are reading, then just keep in your mind Chlamydomonas, Ulothrix, Spirogyra. These are the common, or the you can say main examples of your chlorophyta group. Now then we are going to reach towards the reproduction. Vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction means it is through the fragmentation. In this, each fragment develops into a new thallus body, because these algae, they are under the group Thallophyta. Thallophyta means they do not have true root, stem and leaves. So vegetative reproduction, when it happens through the fragmentation, each fragment give rise to the new thallus. If the green algae, it reproduce through asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is through the flagellated zoospores. If you remember, in fungi we also said that zoospores, they are the motile spores. So that is why we have written the word flagellated with the flagella, and they germinate and give rise to the new algal plants. So vegetative reproduction is through the fragmentation, and asexual reproduction, it occurs through the flagellated zoospores. But that is just a simple terms for you. But if the question comes in your NEET exam, how to attempt that question? Like there is one question, in Chlamydomonas, zoospores are. Now you know that जो Chlamydomonas है वो motile है, right? It is motile in nature. So definitely one thing, when we say word motile, it means it is going to have flagella, right? So now let's see the option. Zoospores are pyramid shaped, zoospores are exogenously originated, zoospores are non-motile. All the options, they are not fitting to our, getting fitted to our question. So zoospores and so they will be flagellated. So only one option is the correct, A option is the correct one. So if you have to explain this question, that zoospores of Chlamydomonas, they are the spores that are found under unfavorable condition. That is why they show asexual reproduction and able to form a new plant. So lateral flagella for the locomotion, that is the correct option in this. Now comes to the third main reproduction, that is the sexual reproduction. It involves fusion of gametes, but fusion of gametes can be isogamous, it can be anisogamous, it can be oogamous. Isogamous, iso means more similar, both the gametes, they are similar in the size. If the gametes, one main thing you have to keep in mind, that if the gametes, either they are with or without flagella, but they are similar in size, that type of reproduction, sexual reproduction, it is both the gametes, if they are similar, it is known as isogamous. If gametes are dissimilar in size, that is known as anisogamous. Now if female gamete is large and non-motile, but male gamete is motile, then it is known as oogamous. And isogamous gametes with flagella, they are exclusively seen in the Chlamydomonas. And isogamous gametes मतलब साइज दोनों का सिमिलर है, size is similar. So with flagella is seen in Chlamydomonas, without flagella they are seen in Spirogyra. And anisogamous gametes कहाँ मिलेंगे आपको? Chlamydomonas. They are also a few of the species of Chlamydomonas, they also have anisogamous gametes. And oogamous, they are found in Volvox and Fucus, right? Colonial, हमने colonial में example किया था Volvox का. So it shows the oogamous type of gametes. Now let's find out few questions that which are asked in our previous NEET examination. Father of Indian phycology. One of my student who did this question wrong, that he did not read the question carefully. They have specifically asked you who is regarded as the father of Indian phycology. Phycology is the study of alga, and Indian phycology, when we say that, it is Iyengar. Iyengar, Professor M.O.P. Iyengar, he was the father of Indian phycology. And father of phycology, he is the Friedrich. It is the Friedrich you can say. That is the Iyengar. Iyengar was the Indian one, right? Inger, you can say it, because all are Indian names, Mishra, R.N. Singh. So these are not the fathers, only the M.O.P. Iyengar, they were the father of Indian phycology. And the overall father of phycology was the Friedrich. The classification of algae is based on, definitely it is type of pigment is major concern, nature of cell wall material is also there, nature of reserve food material is also there. So correct option is all of the above. Which one of the following is not a accessory pigment? इसको बहुत बार बच्चे पढ़ते ही नहीं है कि पूछा क्या है. Accessory pigment, not accessory pigment. Phycocyanin, chlorophyll E, xanthophyll, these all are accessory pigments. The correct option will be chlorophyll A, because chlorophyll A is not accessory. It is the main pigment. In physiological anisogamy means फिजियोलॉजिकल एनाइसोगैमी। अब तक तो मैंने एनाइसोगैमी आपको पढ़ाया है और उसमें सिंपल बताया है कि अगर गैमीट्स का जो साइज है वो डिसिमिलर हो देन यू आर गोइंग टू कॉल इट एज द एनाइसोगैमी, राइट। सो यहाँ पे ऑप्शन दे आर गोइंग टू कंफ्यूज यू to the maximum level. See, gametes are morphological similar but physiological dissimilar. Gametes are morphological dissimilar but physiological similar. हम ये नहीं देखते हैं कि पूछा क्या है, हमें पता है कि हमें इतना पता है कि gametes dissimilar है, तो हम हमेशा यूजुअली बी ऑप्शन मार्क करके आते हैं. Gametes are morphological and physiological similar, but उसने क्वेश्चन पूछा है हमें physiological anisogamy means. So main key point here is you have to understand what is physiological anisogamy. It means gametes definitely they are similar in morphology, fusion of those gametes which are similar in morphology, but क्योंकि aniso है तो different in the behavior, means their physiological function is different, behavior is different. That is the positive and negative type, that is the Spirogara. It means in simple language, if I have to say, the gametes, they will look similar in morphology, opposite to that what we discussed in the normal anisogamy. In normal anisogamy we said that the gametes, they are different in the dissimilar in the morphology. So similar in morphology, then they should be isogametes. But actually what happen is that at the time of conjugation, means at the time of reproduction, one of two isogametes, they shows motility. So then that motility, now that is a physiological behavior, right? So that phenomenon is known as physiological anisogamy, as they are dissimilar in their physiological function. Means one of the gametes become motile. दोनों जो थे वो दोनों सेम थे, बट एट द टाइम ऑफ कंजुगेशन वन चेंज देयर बिहेवियर, वन बिकम पॉजिटिव and other is written as the negative. So that is why they are known as physiological anisogamy. This is the diagram of Volvox. Let me write down it here, right? This is the diagram of Volvox which you can add in your notes, right? This is the Volvox, Volvox, which is showing this one is the daughter colony in this, and the orange one is the parent colony here. And this is the next structure is the, this is the Chlamydomonas, in which there is the flagella is there. And let's write it down more specifically so that it should be clear to you. Flagella, right? That is flagella is there. And after this, these two, they are contractile vacuoles, and these small ones, these are chromatophore, right? So chromatophore, these are chromatophore. This center one is nucleus, and there is the cell wall. This is cell wall, and these are our, this is the reserved material, actually pyraminoid bodies. So we have flagella, vacuoles, the nucleus, as well as the reserve food material, and here it is the eye spot of the Chlamydomonas. So this is the structure of Chlamydomonas, right? Done. So you can draw these two structures, that is the structure of your Volvox and structure of Chlamydomonas in your notes. So please pay attention when you are attempting question from this topic, because again I am repeating that direct questions are not going to ask, right? You have to think and then mark your best answers. Next we will next lecture we will start with the two another group, Rhodophyceae as well as the Phaeophyceae.